The Wolverines that challenged grizzly bears. Who wins? Chapter 1. The Wild North. The far north breathes in silence and violence. It is the kingdom of giants. Snow sweeps across endless tundra. Pine forests stretch black against the horizon. Glaciers grind through valleys carved over millennia. Here, life clings to the edges of cold and hunger. It is the kingdom of giants. The grizzly bear reigns supreme, 300 kilograms of muscle, claws the size of daggers, a single strike capable of shattering bone. It commands fear wherever it treads. But in this same frozen wilderness lives another animal. Small, stocky, almost overlooked, a creature weighing no more than a family dog. Yet it carries a reputation that even wolves respect. The Wolverine, 10 to 20 kilograms of raw fury, a scavenger, a hunter, a thief. Its jaws can bite through frozen meat, through bone. Its courage and madness drives it to challenge enemies 10 times its size. In these northern forests, two paths cross. One is the uncontested titan of the food chain. The other is a shadow, a phantom with no fear. When they meet, who wins? The bear king of the north. The grizzly is a paradox. On most days, it is not a killer. It feeds on roots, berries, grasses. It fishes for salmon in rushing rivers. It overturns stones for insects. But when needed, it transforms into a predator of terrifying speed. Its body is a fortress. Thick fur, thick hide, fat insulating it from the cold. Its claws can dig through permafrost or disembowel prey in an instant. Most animals give way when a grizzly appears. Wolves retreat, elk run, even cougars slip into the shadows. It is power incarnate, a force that seems unchallengeable. The Wolverine shadow of defiance. The Wolverine is built from another philosophy. It is small, but every inch is engineered for survival. Stocky legs, immense shoulders, a jaw with crushing bite force. Its fur is thick and oily, resisting frost. Unlike wolves or bears, it lives alone. Solitary, secretive, moving across hundreds of kilometers of wilderness. It does not gather strength in numbers. It carries strength in defiance. It is a scavenger by necessity, feeding on carcasses abandoned by others. But to reach them, it must fight. And fight it does, against wolves, lynx, cougars, and even bears. Chapter 2. The First Encounter. In the forests of Yellowstone, cameras once caught it. A grizzly bear dragging a carcass, its prize, its claim. From the trees, a shadow approaches. No pack, no allies. Just one, a wolverine. Its size compared to the bear is absurd, like a dog confronting a tank. Yet it does not hesitate. Its lips curl back, exposing teeth, its tail lashes. It charges. The grizzly pauses, confused. This is no wolf pack, no rival bear, just a scrap of fur. But the scrap lunges, snapping, snarling. The bear swipes, a paw heavy enough to crush ribs. The giant bellows, shaking the ground. But the Wolverine does not release. This is not fiction. Encounters like this have been documented in Alaska and Yellowstone across Canada. Time and again, the Wolverine throws itself against impossible odds. Chapter 3. The Rising Conflict. To understand this defiance, you must understand hunger. In the frozen north, food is scarce. Winter is long. Carcasses are lifelines. A single elk can feed scavengers for weeks. The Wolverine cannot afford to wait. If it hesitates, wolves will strip the bones. Bears will claim the feast. Hunger forces it to take risks, so it charges. Again and again. The bear roars, swiping, standing upright like a wall of muscle. But often, it does not kill. To fight is to risk injury, and an injury in this land can mean death even for a giant. So the bear tests, it defends, and sometimes it decides the prize is not worth the pain. And when the grizzly retreats, the Wolverine stands victorious, its body bleeding perhaps, but alive, defiant and in possession of the prize. Chapter 4. Climax. Who wins? In a pure contest of strength, there is no question. The grizzly bear wins every time. A single strike can break the spine of an elk. It can crush a human skull in its jaws. Against such force, a wolverine is fragile. But nature's contests are not boxing matches. They are negotiations of risk and reward. The wolverine does not need to kill the bear. It only needs to convince it that the fight is not worth continuing. And remarkably, it often succeeds. Photographs, videos, eyewitness accounts all record moments where grizzlies abandon kills, snarling in frustration, while the smaller challenger drags away chunks of meat. The wolverine wins not by power, but by persistence. Not by size, but by sheer refusal to yield. Chapter 5. Aftermath, the price of defiance. Victories come at a cost. A swipe too slow, a bite too bold, and the wolverine can be crushed. Many are injured, some are killed, and yet the species endures. Its reputation grows. It becomes legend, a devil of the north, fearless and relentless. Hunters speak of its ferocity. Scientists marvel at its endurance when tracking individuals that travel 40 kilometers in a single night across deep snow. It survives not by caution, but by confrontation. Chapter 6. The explanation, nature's logic. Why would such a small animal challenge giants? Because in the economy of survival, courage has value. Every meal matters. Every carcass is life extended. If aggression wins even half the time, it is enough. Wolverines embody a rule written deep in nature. Sometimes the appearance of strength is enough to shift the balance. The grizzly cannot risk crippling injury over a meal it does not need. The wolverine cannot afford to retreat. In that tension, battles unfold where logic says there should be none. Chapter 7. The battle ended. A grizzly trudges into the distance, its breath steaming in the cold. Behind, a wolverine gnaws at a carcass, its muzzle red with blood. In raw power, the grizzly is untouchable. In spirit, the wolverine cannot be broken. So who really wins? Both, and neither. The grizzly walks away uninjured, still king of the north. The wolverine eats, still defiant, a thief who dared to confront a titan. And in this endless wilderness, survival is not about absolute victory. It is about seizing enough to see another day. In the frozen north, giants walk the land. But sometimes, the smallest challengers rewrite the rules. The wolverine does not defeat the grizzly with size or strength, but with defiance. In a world where survival is everything, courage can be the greatest weapon of all.